Okay. So I'm back with a new mic that I borrowed from my friend. It's 1 a.m. in the night. I should fix the time soon. But for now, we would start again with reading this book. I did read few reviews of this book online, but I would not be telling you what how they were. You find out yourself. But since we have already started with this one, we would get this done. Really sorry for that. I feel like this would be happening a lot. Su-du-du-du, su-du-du-du, su-du-du-du. Today is 30th, though technically it is not. But anyway, 06/2023, still in chapter 1. Make it heading 4. Why is there this weird remove this one? Yeah. Starting with let me make this a bullet point. Now is 0142, starting with page. This would be page. Okay, let us call it page 1, which signifies that this is first page of the day. Actually, it is page number 38. What else? What else? Okay. We can also add the timing. This is 02:39. This is the video instance. Now I will need to video have a format for this. Okay, let's get started. Let me revise the time. Is starting at 143, 38th page. Not reading the first para. This information is useful for figuring out mining profitability. Which information? We would have to have a recap. Let us review. What was the information we were talking about? We were talking about proof of work. It says that proof of work is a mathematical puzzle. My chair is not comfortable. Mathematical puzzle that the miner needs to solve. A miner needs to find out a solution to a complex mathematical problem to become the leader. I don't like these terms. And be able to create the next best block to be added to the blockchain. The more the miners in the the more miners that exist in the network, the more complex is the mathematical difficulty that needs to be solved. For a Bitcoin, only one block is added every 10 minutes, with only one winner. So the competition is fierce. Solving a problem puts chips in the computer to work, which consumes electricity and produce heat. Think of your computer running as an intensive video game that includes lot of media, or your computer processing a video for production. Okay, so the information that was being talked about was, let me go offline. I don't want people pinging me. Was we were talking about proof of work. Now that we know what proof of work is, this information is useful for figuring out mining profitability. At the time of writing, Bitcoin shows 5 trillion as the difficulty rate. Let me check what is the current difficulty rate. current difficulty rate of Bitcoin. So that was given in trillions, but here it says that the current difficulty level is 50.65. Yesterday, okay, the yesterday and up from 29.59 1 year ago. Uh-huh. So the difficulty level keeps on fluctuating, which is interesting. See, even if the book is written 4 years back, we get to these facts still are relevant. So shows 5 trillion. I would assume that. Okay, yeah, it says T. So 50 point. When this book was written, the difficulty level was 5 trillion. Now it is 50.65 trillion today. What day is today? Today is 20. Today is 1st of July, 2023. Uh-huh. With an estimated next difficulty increase of plus 3.74% and a total hash rate of 43 trillion gigahertz per second. It is also okay. It also shows that one block takes 9.9 minutes to create and it generates about 25 bitcoins. A quick calculation shows that if every 10 minutes we get a block, the data size of 4.2 MB per year. Is it? A quick calculation shows that if every 10 minutes we get a block, the data size of 4.2 MB per year, then 80 bytes of data per block into 6 hours, into 24 hours, into 365 days. That's how they came up with the calculation of 4.2 MB data per year. That's really less data. Okay, so maybe I am misunderstanding this, but then, so blockchain is just a ledger, right? Which is keeping track of how much someone is spending. Hence, the information is lighter, and we end up just adding 4.2 MB of data per year. Wow, that's cool. Having a block created every 10 minutes is a limiting factor, and the number of transactions that can be included in each block is limited. This creates a scalability issue that other consensus mechanisms try to improve on. To summarize, each miner is racing to solve the same problem. Once the problem is solved, the process restarts. The problem is this mathematical puzzle known as proof of work problem. The reward is given to the first miner who solves the problem, and then verified transactions are stored in public ledger. Proof of work is not without its own disadvantages. This type of algorithm can create all sorts of problems in today's world. For instance, if one mining pool controls more than 51% of the total mining power, the entire blockchain security is at risk as you have one central collective, not much different than having one computer. A, a DDoS attack against the network can put the entire trustworthiness of the network at risk. This is a term, so I need to. DDoS attack. We will visit them later. I would have. I would come. We would be we would take all these terms and then we would explore all these terms together. Probably after we are done with certain, maybe let us reach page number 100, and then one day we would sit and study all these terms. We would be doing that for like 4 days. We would just sit and study these terms. And while we do that, we would also be, since these information are old information, we would get to know that how things have changed. So we were talking about DDoS attack. And the author says this actually happened and is not just a theory. At the time of writing, Bitcoin Gold, a forked version of Bitcoin, has suffered a DDoS attack. DDoS full form is a distributed denial of service attack. Happen when multiple systems are attacking a target system's resource or bandwidth. On proof of work, as the difficulty goes up, that means less profit. Less profit results in less incentive to mine coins. Ethereum cryptocurrency is facing a problem of reduced miners in the network. And in 2018, Ethereum had to plan a difficulty bomb, which reduces the difficulty, raising profit for the miners, as well as switching from proof of work to proof of stake to increase scalability. How is an attack achieved? A pool that accounts for 51% of its network's hashing power is able to create its own block and post it faster than the main block updates. This block holds 51% of the network and is able to double spend coins by removing transaction after spending so that the coins are not taken from the originating wallet. This is the real threat. At the time of writing, Bitmain, a mining company, controls more than 40% of total Bitcoin's hash. Okay, let us follow this up. What happened to Bitmain? So what I guess he's saying is, so we would have multiple pools, but sometimes uh, instead of having genuine devices, different user, so it could be that most of the mining is going on in a specific location controlled by a specific person, and that since that person, if he starts controlling more than 50% of uh, of the validation that is being done before a block is added to the blockchain, they can do anything they want, and they can allow double spending from specific wallets, probably wallets that they also own. That's how, yeah. Bitmain. Bitmain company, a mining company, controls most of the Bitcoin's hash. So, Bitmain mining pool. Let's also have our buddy ChatGPT included, and so we would ask him questions. Let us ask him what he thinks about Bitmain mining company. Blur, blur, do. This is weird. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, but I need to. Uh huh. How does this look? Let me. This blur is better. I don't know about this effect. I like this. Let me try something else. Minimal. This also looks cool. Mm. I'm using this software called Loom to record this. No, I liked the normal one. Normal frame. Blur is fine. Fine with the blur. Ah. So, ChatGPT says Bitmain is a Chinese cryptocurrency mining hardware manufacturer. Mining hardware manufacturer doesn't say it's a mining company. It is founded in 2013 by Mikri Zhang and Jihan Wu. Bitmain is known for producing application specific integrated circuit. Producing application specific integrated circuit. ASIC. Known for producing application specific integrated circuit. Chips. Okay, chips. Yeah. And mining rigs specifically designed for mining cryptocurrencies. So Bitmain transformed their business from a mining company to a mining hardware manufacturing company, I guess. Bitmain's flagship product is Antminer series, which includes a range of mining machines optimized for different cryptocurrencies. These mining rigs are designed to perform complex calculation required for cryptocurrency mining and high efficiency and low power consumption. In addition to hardware manufacturing, Bitmain also operates mining farm and pools. They have their own mining facilities where they deploy their mining machine to mine cryptocurrencies. Bitmain also operate Ant Pool, um, one of the largest Bitcoin mining pool in the world. Mining pools allow individual miners to combine their computational power to increase their chances of successfully mining new blocks and earning rewards. Bitmain has played significant role in cryptocurrency mining industry and has been instrumental in development and expansion of Bitcoin mining. However, it is worth noting that cryptocurrency mining landscape is highly competitive and the industry has experienced significant changes and fluctuations in recent years. What percentage of Bitcoin miner pool is Bitmain? It doesn't give us a specific answer. ChatGPT doesn't give us a specific answer a lot of the time. It says that 80% of the market of Bitcoin mining equipment is controlled by Bitmain, but doesn't tell us a lot about. Okay, there is one article from businesswire.com. It says that Bitcoin hash rate is becoming highly centralized with a few mining pools controlling most of the blockchain mining power. The latest data from mempool indicates that 50% of total hash rate is held by Foundry USA and Antpool. So it says this two mining controls 50% of Bitcoin. Which, I mean, then what's the use of having blockchain if End of the day, everything is going to be centralized. My back. I deadlifted around 130 kgs today, and which is my PR. I think I hurt my back a little today. Can't sit. Mhm. I'm so okay. I forgot to note time. Anyway, let me do 0200. We are at page 39. How is an attacker achieved? A pool that accounts for 51% of the network's hashing power is able to create its own block and post it faster than the main block updates. These blocks hold up 51% of the network and is able to double spend the coin by removing transactions after spending so that the coin are not taken from the originating wallet. This threat is real at the time of writing. Bitmain Company, a mining company, controls more than 40% of the total Bitcoin's hash rate. Many people view proof of work as unsustainable and insufficient because of the amount of electricity a miner uses and the slow transaction speed compared to other algorithms. To put things into perspective, Bitcoin's current estimated annual electricity consumption is about 60 to 73 terawatt hour per year. This is similar amount of electricity that takes to power Switzerland in a year. Imagine multiple coins becoming as popular as Bitcoin utilizing proof of work. Read about proof of work in the Bitcoin white paper. Okay, written by. We should also be reading this. Read the read the Satoshi Nakamoto white paper. Proof of stake. Proof of stake was created by Sunny Singh. Sorry, Sunny King and Scott Nadal in 19 Scott Nadal in 2012. Let me Google them. Sunny King. POS. Okay, it seems like we don't have a picture for Sunny King. Okay. Scott Nadal. We are having Rafael Nadal. Hmm. Can't find their pictures. That is weird. I mean, it's helpful when you people who are behind all this are publicly present. I mean, that makes the whole thing very legitimate. I feel like they like being being behind the curtain make them, it gives them the feel of being like I don't know what. Should not be doing that. Be more public, please. A proof of stake was created by Sonny King and Scott Nadal in 2012 as an alternative to solve proof of work uh, cons mentioned earlier. Proof of stake relies on how many coins a peer holds. The peer needs to stake the number of coins it wants to mine. Okay, so proof of stake relies on how many coins peer holds. The peer needs to stake the number of coins it wants to mine. Okay, instead of hashing power, we have the stake power. There is no dependency on energy consumption because there is no puzzle to solve. Proof of stake provides a simple hashing block scheme to Bitcoin's proof of work. Proof of stake provides a simple hashing block scheme to Bitcoin's proof of work, but it limits the number of peers. This provides a need of security, yet lowers. This provides a needed security, it lowers the cost and the power consumption. Our network is free of peers instead of. So today we are mostly studying proof of stake and proof of work. I mean, these explanations are just okayish. I hardly am understanding anything. Probably it's because of my low IQ, but then, yeah, I'll need to revisit all these. A network fee is provided to peers instead of giving the reward for solving mathematical puzzle, as in proof of work. Network fee is given instead of giving a reward. Network fee. Anyway, proof of stake determines what peer does. What peer does the work? Proof of stake determines what peer does the work by the size of stake the peer holds. This achieves a distributed consensus at less energy and less cost. DDoS attacks and frauds are still possible, however, attackers cannot transact more digital currency than they are staking. Otherwise, they would lose their deposits. So, chances are lower for an attack. Keep in mind that the attacker can stake. Okay, we are into a different page. Proof of stake determines what peer does the work by the size of stake the peer holds. This achieves distributed consensus at less energy and less cost. DDoS attack and fraud are still possible. However, attacker cannot transact more digital currency than they are staking. Otherwise, they would lose their deposits. So the chances are lower for an attacker for an attack. Keep in mind that attackers can stake other people coins and won't care to lose these coins as they are not theirs. So there are still ways of DDoS attack. Any peer can participate in the mining process by staking coins in order to validate new transaction. Any peer can participate in the mining process by staking coins in order to validate new transaction. To become a miner, there are two options. You can stake your coin to be used by trustworthy node, but you can lose your coins via a fraud of the POS network by the node, or you can submit a full node to be selected as a I okay. Issue is I am lost at this point. We are talking about proof of stake, but I did not also fully understand proof of work. So we would need to digress to some other source and understand this better. Well, let's complete this page. Any peer can participate in the mining process by staking coins in order to validate new transaction. To become a miner, there are two options. You can stake your coins to be used by a trustworthy node, but you can lose your coins via fraud of the proof of stake network by the node, or you can submit full node to be selected as miner. Decentralization is limited as only a few miners can hold most of the coins. Decentralization is limited as only few miners can hold most of the coins and have majority control. For the work, each miner gets selected randomly. It is not based on solving puzzle. Okay, preliminary understanding of proof of stake is that let me keep these away. Why am I wearing headphones? The understanding is for mining, you need to stake your coins, and DOS's attack would not be happening because in case of a fraudulent mining where you're trying to, then you risk losing your coins. um, okay, there is a difference table over here. Let's go through that. In proof of stake, generating a new block, the first miner solves a problem selected based on hashing power. In proof of work, in proof of stake, random selection based on stake power, how many coins a peer holds. Proof of work, we select based on hashing powers, and in proof of stake, we select based on how many coins the peer has. Are we still talking about a single peer, or we were initially talking about a network, a pool, right? Right now we are talking mostly about peers. Reward, in case of proof of stake, it is a block reward. In proof of work, it's a block reward. Proof of stake, it's a network fees, energy and resources. Proof of stake, there is little resource and little energy. You can set a staking wallet that holds coins you need for the proof of stake. Your coins can earn a return annually in some blockchain networks. Nice. Okay. 216. We are digressing and we would be exploring consensus mechanism. Now I'm not sure whether this recorder would be able to record if I play YouTube videos. Proof of stake versus proof of work. Now I need my headphones. Get distracted. Let us first watch a video on what is consensus mechanism, and then we go on to explore most of it. This is goofy looking guy. He would be explaining us consensus mechanism. Or do we want it from someone else? Less goofy? I want a longer video. Look at Priya ma'am. Anyway, let Priya ma'am not distract us. ये तो हिंदी में है. Mars bunk. Yeah. This is the since I started getting into what is proof of stake, I lost the bigger picture. Okay, proof of stake, proof of work, whatever it is, all these are here to achieve one central goal, that is to validate whether a block is to be added to the chain or not. Hence, whatever is happening, consensus is the real motive behind it. Let me just copy the URL so we saw this video. Sarvasammati. So he says that uh, whatever he explained what a block reward is. So block reward is just a few cryptocurrencies that we are giving to the miner. So it's just currencies, just a different name. And when I guess the transaction fee the POS is talking about, that also is would be in form of some sort of token or coin. So yeah. The only thing that I got from this video is that one is that block reward is just cryptocurrencies given to you. And the last point, which highlighted the fact that yeah, if you want to do a DDoC attack, I guess denial of service DDoS attack. In case of power of work, you need greater computational powers. In case of proof of stake, you need a lot of more stake in the blockchain. But that makes everything very tricky, because if you have most of the cryptocurrencies in the blockchain and you are frauding the blockchain, that doesn't make any sense, right? You have more stake in the blockchain itself. You would not like to corrupt a system that you own, right? We will find out. But then this सिर्फ स्टेक की बात होती है स्टेक की ज़्यादा बात नहीं होती. इससे कुछ समझ नहीं आता. What does that point even means? संदीप भैया. राहुल गांधी. Let's not get distracted. भड़वों के खिलाड़ी. अभ्यास. get a better camera soon. This guy is a little more technical. Need to slow this down now since it has more content. तो क्या बोला उसने? ब्लॉक में क्या होता है? So we would also be need to explore block headers. Block header has 4 things. Timestamp, marker, root, बाप रे बाप, nonce, and previous block hash. Wow, just 1 minute into this video and it has so much information in it. क्या हुआ? ये सेट कर रहे हैं हम. अगला लेक्चर, अगला लेक्चर हम लोग अगले वीडियो में देखेंगे. But okay, I understand a little bit. Oh, it seems like he gave a better description what the puzzle is. Puzzle is finding something called nonce. What is nonce? Does it have a dictionary meaning? Nonce. Random or semi-random number that is generated for a specific use. It's just a specific number, doesn't have any meaning. It is there for the users to be found, for the peers to find it out. Get it? But then now you find the nonce, you propagate it throughout the network. Hmm. And how do all of okay? How do people come to a consensus that this block is valid? Because everyone would agree that okay, this block has this specific nonce, and to find out it takes a difficulty level less than this. Maybe. Okay, we are still feeling the elephant from one side. We would feel it from other side in the next video. It is already 2:44. I'll bounce for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.